Good morning and welcome to the Idea Ladies. My name is Carrie.
I'm Janine.
And I thought this said the Idea Ladies, but it doesn't. I was like, look, we are live here on Facebook on this beautiful Friday morning, and the sun is shining, and we are in downtown Langley. And Candace is with us behind the camera. So good morning. If you were there, we would love to say hello to you and thank you so much. We are here every Friday morning to help you create a beautiful life and to inspire you to try something new. And I'm feeling very inspirational today. How about you?
Yes. Well, I think it's the weather. The sun comes out and we're getting all inspired.
We're inspired.
Fix things up and, recreate our homes a little bit or our yards or...
Everything.
Everything.
Just something about the sun is like, I got to do everything.
It's energizing.
Which made me think about Annie Sloan and all of her products. So today I thought what we would do is we're gonna launch a month-long spring refresh. We want to give you an Annie Sloan 101 today for the next 20 minutes. We want to kind of cover all of her products and I think you need to know about them all so that okay, I'm going to start this all over again. We're going to review the products so you know what they can do and how they can help you with your spring refresh.
Yes.
Better?
Great. Yes.
Take it, Janine. I need to catch up on that.
Save me.
Well, save me.
I think...
From Teresa.
Oh, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Hello.
Thank you.
I think the whole month of May, we just want to get this out there because I'm refreshing. I'm thinking about all the things in my garden, in my house to just bring that nice weather in and just give me a whole new vibe. So all these products can help you do that. And we want to just share that with you because we love Annie Sloan. Anything Annie Sloan it's just the best product. I don't know. I can't even say enough. But
well, it's so super versatile. It is. And indoors and outdoors. And talking about spring, I went outside. We bought some Adirondack chairs and we were assembling them. And I looked over and I saw my flower pot that I had painted last year with Annie Sloan chalk paint. I'm like, I can't wait to clean it off and get it all fresh and replant it. And so... yeah, all month, you guys, all month, we are going to be sharing tips with you and showing you what we have done in our own homes and other people's places on using the product and how you can use it to refresh your home for spring, right?
Right, yes.
So.
We have a good morning from our Neve.
Oh, good morning, Neve. We miss you. The paint needs restocking.
Yeah.
Okay, so. What we're going to do today for the next about 20 minutes is we're going to just kind of cover what we have here that is Annie Sloan and what it can do so that you can start thinking as you're sitting out in your backyard and looking out, I could do this. I could paint my front door. I could paint my flower pot. I could stencil my patio. I could paint a wall. So
many things.
So many things. One thing I mentioned to Janine earlier is that a lot of you who watch every Friday live watch every Friday. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
But we want to make this video for you interesting as well as for all the new Annie Sloan people out there. So we're going to tell you one thing that you probably didn't know about Annie Sloan.
Yes.
Just to keep you on your toes. Janine?
Did you know in her early days that she was actually in a band? She was a member of the Moody's. Mm-hmm. Wow! While she was in art school, going to fine art school.
Yeah.
Also in a band.
She was kind of, what do you call that look that she was doing, the Moody's? Have you seen
I don't
how
know.
she's... Punk? It was like a punk.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even though we know
Artsy.
her today as Annie Sloan, the most wonderful aunt you want to have over and talk to, she was in the Moody's. So if you're interested, you could Google that and see what she looked like in her younger days. So maybe we'll inject little did you knows throughout our little video today. So why don't we start with her first invention, which was invented in 1990. Okay, maybe not invention, but she created what we know today as Annie Sloan chalk paint.
Right?
So,
it was really out of a necessity for herself because she had a young family and she wanted something easy and fast and just created Annie Sloan chalk paint. Because It dries within like 20 minutes. You can pretty much use it on anything. The only prep you really need is to clean on most surfaces, right? Just,
yeah.
I mean, I actually have seen her paint right over spider webs though as well. So cleaning, you know, if you distress it, those just come off and makes it part of the piece. But Annie Sloan, it's completely water-based, has no scent, right? Like
environmentally friendly.
Yeah,
That's
you can
good.
use it on children's pieces, on food pieces. You know, you want to let it cure for about 21 days before.
When she says food pieces, don't put it on your toast.
No, it's not a condiment.
So when you pour it out, it looks like it is. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in there, and Candace will interrupt us. So yeah. So
I think when she started, there was about 12 colors, but she's come so far. Like, is there over 40 now, right?
Over 40 colors. And she's made them as an artist palette, so they can all be mixed to make colors, so you're never limited.
Yeah.
You're limited by your imagination. This paint can be used indoors and outdoors, right?
Yes.
What is the last thing you painted with Annie Sloan chalk paint?
Oh, gosh. A bed frame, I think.
Metal?
Yes, metal.
Metal. Okay, so people do ask us that.
It's true.
Yeah,
you can paint metal indoors or out. Actually, the next thing I want to paint is my flower pots outside. I've got cast iron flower pots, and they're black iron, and they're rusting. And of course, I love white, so I'm going to put white on there and distress them back and show that rust and just have it all be part of the piece. And I can't wait to do that.
Remember when we did this?
Oh, yes. Okay.
This is the verdigris finish that we created a couple of videos ago with Annie's product.
To look
super
like
versatile.
Copper kind of.
Good morning, and what a beautiful day from Colleen.
Yes, it is a beautiful day.
Yes.
A beautiful thing about Annie Sloan chalk paint as well is that when you come, we will instruct you to get to the result you're looking for, and we are with you. You've got our phone number, and we will answer any. We're all trained by Annie, so we're considered chalk paint experts. So if you have a question about something you would like to paint in your garden, because that's always tricky, is it outdoors? Do you wax? Do you not wax? Call, come, see us, or wherever you are, go onto anniesloan.com and locate your closest stockist, because we're all trained by her.
Right.
The other great thing about her paint is how far it goes. It really does have great coverage, but it really does come in 2 sizes. You'll want to stick around to the end of the video to see what we're going to do with this size at the end.
Week. Well, yes.
It's a surprise.
Oh.
Okay. So chalk paint, water base, no smell, dries in 20 minutes, super versatile, paints fabric, paints concrete, brick.
No sanding, no priming.
On almost any surface. So that is...
Yeah.
Did we cover everything?
Well,
do you think?
do you think we should talk about the top coats?
Sure.
Next?
Okay.
So,
yeah, it is a 2-step process.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So you have wax there, and I have lacquer here. So the wax comes in 4 colors. You're usually going to start with your clear wax, right? And then on top of that, if you wanted to do a dark wax or a black wax, you could. There's also white wax. There is lacquer if you want to use that instead of wax. So this is good for indoors, outdoors, floors.
UV protected.
Yeah. It's going to hold your colors true. It's a matte finish or a gloss finish. Love that too.
So when you're trying to decide what type of top coat you need to protect it, because the paint is water soluble, do consult us if you're not sure. And we'll tell you the benefits of both and what we would recommend, especially if you're painting outdoors. Yeah.
And this is non-yellowing. So, you know, a lot of them say they're like water-based, which also doesn't really necessarily mean non-yellowing. This is non-yellowing. Beautiful.
Okay, so it's a 2-step process: chalk paint, and wax, or paint and top coat, wax or lacquer. We have it all here. Okay.
If you, I'm just going to throw something else in there.
Sure.
Glaze. So I think you could use this instead of either of those top coats, and it gives you this beautiful pearl finish. Glaze is really pretty, and like it just gives this little bit of accent.
Yeah, so pretty.
So you can use the glaze on its own, or you could mix it with chalk paint.
Oh yes, you can mix it
as
to
one
color.
Yes.
Yeah, or on top of a color.
And will glaze stick to anything?
I think so.
Yeah, on top of your chalk paint
finish,
right?
Yeah.
So
that's glass.
Okay.
Use it on furniture, on metal, all of the things.
Good. Okay. We actually have a contest coming up, don't we? On Tuesday.
So you're going to want to sign up for our newsletter if you don't get it already.
Yes.
Go to thepassionatehome.com and you'll be prompted to sign up for the newsletter.
It's at the bottom. Scroll down till you see the typewriter. Yeah.
Or come in, and of course we can sign you up here as well. But we're doing contests every week for the month of May.
For the month of May. What are we calling it? Like Spring Refresh Month or something like that. We really want to educate and inspire you to refresh your home. And Annie's definitely the product. Everybody needs it. So we're going to give away a mini project pack. And in the project pack, you will get Vanna, take it away.
Okay.
Oh, our little thing is gone.
We don't have it in there.
Okay. Surprise! You get nothing.
You can pick 2 paint colors, right, in the sample pots. So this is enough to do about a chair, small table, something like that. You can pick 2 colors of wax. So I would probably pick clear and black or clear and brown, or I don't know. You could pick anything really. White. So you get 2 and 2, and then you'll get a beautiful brush. So Annie Sloan has these not synthetic, natural bristle brush, and it's round and it holds a lot of paint on there, and you can get a really smooth finish or a textured finish. You can do lots of things with this brush. It's absolutely my favorite.
So we're going to give this away every Tuesday in the newsletter. We are going to announce a contest, and the following Tuesday we will announce the winner.
Yes.
So 4 prizes. This is going to be the first week's.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, though, we're telling people now.
Well,
get the newsletter, and then you can sign up on Tuesday.
You don't know the details yet.
That's true.
You'll find out the details
on how to enter. Okay. Yeah, that's how it's going to work. Also, she's got all the tools you need to use to apply the paint. So why don't you just cover some of the tools here?
I guess I should start with paintbrushes.
Sure.
So these are the natural bristle boar bristle, right? Brushes. They hold quite a lot of paint. They help promote one coat coverage, depending on your color. And then you can use these different sizes. So like this one, I love for fabric painting. Did you know you could paint fabric? So it holds a lot of water and paint in there and just gets good coverage. Either one of these sizes is great for your furniture. If you want more of a smooth finish, this is kind of more your traditional synthetic bristle brush, and you would paint with those kind of more feather-like up and down if you want a very smooth finish. Although you can, like I said, get a smooth finish with any of these as well. If you had a few brush marks that you didn't love, you could use her sanding pads and remove that to a very smooth butter-like finish before you wax or after you wax.
We have all the supplies you need for your projects this spring. And these are amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
Her sanding pads, I like to cut them into 4s. These are washable and reusable. There's like fine, medium, and coarse grit in there. And they're color-coded, and they say on the back.
So we're really quickly covering everything here, but we will go in depth if you have questions or you want to come in and have more questions on the particular item, okay?
Right?
Yeah.
This is Annie's wax brush. There is 2 sizes. There's a larger one as well, but this is perfect for waxing pretty much anything, hey? Like from small to large pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I believe the wax brush is a must.
It's a must.
Having the right tools makes a difference to the end result, no matter what you're doing. Now, if you're telling me I'd want to paint my brick, which is really porous, and I'm like, maybe don't use these brushes for brick. So let's talk about your project, and then we will recommend the best tool for that.
Right?
Yeah.
She also has detail brushes. This is really an artist paint as well. So you can use these to do fine art paintings. I don't know. You can use them for anything or just little details in there. If you wanted to do some more like on her box here, like, you know, actually pattern it up. You can do that on your
if you're artsy-fartsy like this one, you could do freehand painting and things. Yeah.
Did a little horse in the last month or something.
That's what I did. I saw this video of the horse, and I'm like, whose painting is that? And she goes to me, and I'm like, oh my God, incredible.
So you can use the paint like watercolor as well, because you can add water to it, right? So that's what I did. A mixing mat. So this is fabulous to just have down on your surface. And you can mix the paint right on there to just like get your colors. It's got, what am I trying to say? Like the color wheel on there.
Yeah, there's the color. Her color wheel is on one side, and then just kind of pretty pictures on the other side to inspire you. Even
if you just had a small project, you can paint it on there and
totally washes
it
up.
Off after,
yeah,
right?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so after, so these are all the tools that you can use, and you can use them in all of her products. So after chalk paint, she came up with, she saw a need in the market for a one step.
Yeah.
And that is her satin paint.
Right. So satin paint is like a self-leveling, no top coat needed paint. So it gives you a beautiful finish, a satin finish, right? So this one is painted with the satin paint, and you can just see it's got that nice satiny finish.
So the difference here between a chalk paint and the satin paint is this one, there's no sanding, no priming. This one, you must sand or prime or paint on pre-primed wood, right? We recently bought some new bifold doors. I'm using the satin paint on it. And I'm going to do a video on that, and I'm going to tell you and give you my honest feedback on what I thought at the beginning and how I feel about it now. So you'll be, as you're watching every month, you want to watch our social media, get the newsletter. We are going to be giving you honest feedback and showing you what we're doing. So, yeah.
So great for doors and trims and
doors, trims, kitchen cabinets,
it's good
and
on
anything.
Metal.
Yeah.
Again, good on anything. But yeah, self-leveling, which is quite nice.
Yeah. And then most recently, she came up with wall paint.
That's right. So Carrie and I both used the wall paint.
We have.
And we used it here at the store too, but in our homes we've used it. So I cannot believe how far this paint goes.
Yeah.
I was doing my craft room, which was kind of a larger room, and I bought 2 of these thinking, oh yeah, because I got pure white. I don't think I even, I used maybe 2/4 of a can on the whole room in the pure white.
Did you use a roller or a brush?
I did use a roller.
Yeah.
I mean, I cut in with a brush, obviously, but yeah, I used a roller. Did you use a roller?
I did. So last week, when you were away, Mark and I did a video on Idea Ladies, which of course you can see in our TPH TV, all about being brave with color and using wall paint. She has 32 colors. We have all these color cards you can take home.
So yummy.
This is on the wall paint, and we also have it available for the chalk paint.
Yes.
So if you're serious, you're going to get serious and refresh for spring, you need to see the colors in your own light. So that's where the wall paint comes in. And we will even paint you a bigger sample if you'd like to take it home. We would love to do that for you.
Yeah, we have all the little sample testers that you can purchase as well. Or we have them, then we'll paint you a piece like she said. We've got them all open, right? But they're yummy, and they're like a beautiful velvety matte finish, and I just love this paint. Like it's gorgeous.
So a long time before the wall paint was invented, I used the chalk paint in my kitchen up top when I redid my kitchen. For those of you who've been watching, I redid and I painted the top part in chalk paint on the wall, but I only went halfway. So I know, I stopped. So now I've got the wall paint. So I'm like, oh, interesting. I'm going to use the pure white and I'm going to paint it up to the chalk paint to see how the colors match. Do you know, I can't even friggin' tell the difference between where one stops and one starts. So one thing I wanted to mention was that all of her colors coordinate.
They do.
They all, she's got the, the pure white in all of it, so that you can create a harmonious look in your space.
Yes.
Right? So whether your project is big or small, if it's a flower pot or a full room, Annie Sloan is for you. Now, there's a couple of other projects here, or products that we haven't covered. One is the gold leafing. Gold, silver, and copper leafing. This is for more of a detail. Like, is it Kasia who's done it in the past on the detail of a headboard or something?
Well, this is what gives you that versatility, right? Like
her gold size.
Just get in there with a detail brush, and the gold is only going to stick to where you've put the gold size. So you can get gorgeous projects all detailed with the gold, and
So if you're interested in gold leafing or silver leafing, come in and we will step you through how to do that. And we're always willing to open up stuff and demo it here for you so that you feel a little more confident, but we do have workshops as well.
I wanted to take a step back because Annie Sloan loves to paint the wall with a brush.
Yes.
And especially when you're doing just like an accent wall or something, these brushes are just like, they're just so fluffy and fun, and the paint goes quite a bit further, I think, right? When you use a brush. They did a contest. Annie and Felix,
she and her son did a contest. Yeah. Would you call it a contest?
Well, it's just a test.
One used a roller.
Yeah.
And one used a brush.
Right.
But we did that here too.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the difference between the roller wall and the brushed wall, come and feel our walls.
Well, you lose a lot of paint in the roller too, right? So this just holds it where you need it again, and it's so feathery and fun, and
Well, Annie was the one with the brush, and at the end she said she used less paint, she had less cleanup, and she was done quicker. So I'd like to watch that video again. We've got a TV here. We should put it on and just refresh our minds on that. But a really nice different spin on a feature wall is to use the brush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also found that it gives you a kind of better coverage, because with the roller, as you're going, you're kind of thinning it out, especially with the white.
That's true.
Making yourself having to do a second coat, whereas a brush you can actually control a little bit how thick it goes on.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So we have the brushes here.
Right?
What's that?
Okay, this is decoupage paper. Annie Sloan has beautiful decoupage papers as well. So there's 2 sheets in here, and you can see like it's got the 3 tulips on there. So on a front of a dresser or really anything you can think of. These are quite large as well. I don't know. So it's
they fold out to be
quite
about big.
28 inches by almost 20 inches. So they're a large piece. So you can see on the front of this cabinet, she's used 2 sheets. Quite gorgeous. And she also has the image medium that you would need to apply that with. And then you can put this over top again to seal it on there.
Yesterday we had a bring your own piece workshop, and the lady brought a wicker table from her outdoor area. Mm-hmm. And she painted it with the Annie Sloan chalk paint. She did not seal it because it's going to go outside in the sun, but she decoupaged a piece of decoupage paper underneath the glass on the top. And whoa, we will post pictures.
Yes, I took some pictures.
Yeah,
and
that was in our Bring Your Own Piece workshop that Candace taught our lovely customer yesterday. And it's amazing to see how things can go from kind of, oh, should I keep it, to oh my gosh, amazing.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Carter's watching.
Hi.
Says, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I think. Oh, also, Annie is
an
author of many, many books. And we have a lot of them here. And I want to remind you that all the products you see here today are on our website, okay? And they're also here. But a lot of books that are inspiring, step-by-step how-tos, how to paint fabric, how to dye fabric, indoor, outdoor, and some of them come with a free little stencil. Watch, I won't be able to find it now, but maybe we've pulled it out.
Most of her bookazines and things come with stuff.
Sorry, I'm trying to find, what are you looking at?
I was trying to see it for you.
I'm sorry. Okay, so lots of books. She is an author, very inspiring, and depending on what you like, some of us still like to hold a book, right?
Yes.
Or the bookazine, or do a workbook. We have all those available for you. The other really great thing that Annie has that we have here for you is this beautiful book that I find very inspiring. So let's just turn to a random page, and let's say you want to paint your bedroom English yellow, but you're really not sure how, or a piece of furniture English yellow. She is recommending, as she's a trained interior colorist, what colors would go best with the yellow. Mm-hmm. Right? So she's making recommendations, neutrals, accent colors, and this book is page by page, whatever color you're interested in, you can just turn to, and this will help inspire you and tell your story. There's no charge for you to come and look at this, and it's just here, come and take a boo.
Right?
And sometimes we refer to it all the time. If somebody says, oh, what would you put with this? Mm-hmm. We're like, well, what would Annie say?
It's a great reference for sure.
I also missed her stencils. So decoupage paper, stencils,
stencil rollers.
With a stencil roller. This is also good for the lacquer on the floor.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Lots of people painting their floors, indoors and outdoors.
Cement patios.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Stencil, not only on your furniture, but your walls. Maybe you have a small wall in your bathroom that you just want to update. Mm-hmm. Like, think about these things, right? Or on the side of your shed. You want to just give it a fresh up, right? Yeah.
If you want the paint to have a beautiful crackled look, we have crackler as well, so we can step you through the process for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's so many beautiful things.
So many things to help you refresh your home indoors and outdoors this spring. So on this beautiful weekend, take a little gander around your home and outside and see what's looking maybe a little tired, and then come in and let's get you refreshed.
Right.
And all month long, we're going to be sharing some ideas that will hopefully inspire you. Some fireplaces, painting appliances, painting floors. So we're super excited, and we're going to give away all kinds of stuff.
And maybe have a discount or two.
Oh, yeah, well, that is the best part. Since you've watched this long, there will be a discount or more.
Yes.
Yes. So why don't we actually start with a discount, or should we put it in a...
You have to read the newsletter to find out.
Okay.
Check it out on Tuesday morning.
It'll also be on social media.
Yeah, it will. So
there will be a different discount every week, and they're going to be great. So, what are we doing next week?
Next week, we're going to have a contest. You all love our contest.
You do. I want to say she's already, like, thinking about it.
Oh, gosh. Well, I have a few. Okay, so we're going to, like, find some pieces. Probably the vintage stores or recycle. What am I trying to say? Thrift stores. So we're going to get a budget. We're not sure how much yet.
I'm thinking it's going to be $40 because that's kind of a...
Oh.
Is that too much?
That's, well, no.
The idea of the contest is to show you what you can do with one sample pot.
Yes.
This covers 18 square feet, but some people go, well, what does that mean? Well, you get one sample pot and $40.
And we'll see what we can come up with.
I want you to refresh something for spring. I'm going to refresh something for spring. You're going to tune in next Friday. It's going to be a contest. Bring it on.
Bring it all finished and ready for you to vote.
It's friendly.
It's friendly.
Yeah. I think that's it. Also in the newsletter, we're going to announce that our Beautiful Life box is ready.
Just a sneak peek.
Our Beautiful Life box is ready, and we are going to launch it on Tuesday in the newsletter. For those of you who've kind of put your name down for us to call you, we will call you Tuesday because there are limited ones, and I have to say it's really fresh and
gorgeous, yes,
beautiful, and it makes me happy to open it and to curate it for you guys. God, every box we do is like better than the last one.
It's your baby.
Yeah, no, it's all of our baby, and it's going to be
baby.
for you. So there's limited quantity. We're going to launch it on Tuesday, so make sure you are on it.
Yeah.
So we hope that this has kind of given you. Well, like, can you give them one other thing that they don't know about Annie Sloan?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Well, come on, come up with something.
Well, she's a fine artist. She had a family, and she created this paint in the 1990, right?
Yeah.
She's launched several products since then. What else? You can pretty much put this on.
She paints barefoot.
Oh,
did you
there
know
you go.
that? I know this.
And she has several interior design books that I just love. Her design is quite beautiful.
So thank you so much for watching. We hope that you have learned something here today and are excited to refresh something in your home for spring because we deserve it after all this rain. So visit anniesloan.com. If you're not in the Langley or BC area, see where your closest stockist is. But here in Langley and really BC, I think our team is your team. Yes. And we would really love to help you. So we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. We're going to give this away. Woo!
We're not there yet.
I know, but I'm just saying. Nice.